Hey y'all, so I wanted to do another video and just talk a little bit more about what I have learned about, not only going through the traumas that I've experienced, but also how what I've learned and what I've realized through my healing journey, how some of those traumas has helped me in a way connect to others that have been going through similar traumas or have gone through similar traumas, and just are having a rough time in their life. So a little bit about me. So I've been a caregiver. I've been a peer support specialist. I've worked with the mentally ill. I've worked with people with intellectual disabilities. And I've even done my own, healing, connecting with people, trying to, create my own little business to where I can help people with certain things that they may, not realize about themselves or just need help with in general, right? And so, due to me deciding and choosing to heal myself and focus more on myself to better understand myself so I can better help others, I've learned a few things. So what I've learned is that I am a Heyoka empath. And if you don't know what a Heyoka empath is, there's a lot of information on YouTube about it. And I've been, just learning about it, understanding it. So for me, a Heyoka empath is, a rare empath. So a lot of people have the trait of having empathy, right? So they can understand other people's feelings. And what a Heyoka empath is one of the rarest forms of empath. So there's many, many different types of empaths. And so the Heyoka empath pretty much can feel other people's feelings, is more likely to be, alone. So me, I like spending time by myself now, and I had to learn that, right? I didn't know anything about Heyoka empaths until, this last year of, this healing journey of mine. And so what I've learned is I actually like being by myself, because when I'm around a lot of people, I can feel a lot of people's emotions or sense certain energies. And I've tested it out myself because, I was pretty skeptical about it. But now when I go around really big crowds, or I used to go clubbing, right? I used to go to the clubs. I used to go dancing, which I still love to do, but I don't go to the clubs that I used to go to before. If I do dance, or if I, get into dancing, I do it pretty much by myself at home. But I've noticed when I go to bars or certain places, I am so exhausted afterwards, or even before I go, the energy, I can start feeling some type of energy there. And afterwards, I'll be out for 2 days sometimes because I'm just so exhausted from the energy there. And I've had to learn how to protect my energy as well too, because even being around a few people, especially if they're going through something, they've been through some trauma or they haven't healed. So me, I experienced very toxic relationships in my past, and so I understand in a way if somebody's going through a toxic relationship, because I've been through a toxic relationship, but I can also feel if that person is very unhealed or is very toxic. And it's very draining, and sometimes I would tell myself I really don't want this gift, but it's I have to accept it in a way. Well, I don't really have to accept it. I choose to accept it now because I look at it as a superpower. Now, I look at it as, okay, I've been through a lot of trauma, and there's still some trauma that I'm trying to understand and heal from. And that's why I tend to focus like on my healing, journey, and just education and learning about, okay, why do I have these emotions? Where are these emotions coming from? And it also stems to like shadow work. So I'm really big into numerology and witchcraft and just magic, because I believe it's all connected. So with numerology, due to my birthday, it says I'm a master number, and I'm an 11 master number, which is very powerful as well. And with master numbers, so for my master number, I've been learning that the 11 master number goes through a lot of trauma, a lot of destruction, a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, and I've been through that so much. Sometimes I still feel like I'm going through it due to like my diagnosis is PTSD. And so I've been through so much that I'm still trying to understand it. But it also connects to my birthday. Also, in the Chinese zodiac sign, I'm a goat, which is my birth year, 1991. And if you know anything about, the Chinese zodiac history or whatnot, it talks about how back in time, I don't know if they still do this, but they were very leery of having babies during the 1991 year. And there's other years as well where it falls under the goat, so it's not just 1991. But they were leery about having babies during the goat year because people that had babies during the goat year, the babies would usually go through, were considered cursed or whatnot. But anyways, so that also shows my resilience. That shows like how I've overcome so much. And that's where I go into like magic and manifesting and my thoughts. So I call them downloads. I get downloads all the time, and sometimes I don't think they're my thoughts. And so with manifesting, like it's all about your feelings and your thoughts and, connecting to yourself, right? So with me, sometimes I'm thinking like really negatively, and I'm really trying to understand why I'm thinking this way. And sometimes it's like I'm creating these scenarios in my head, which is also like considered a diagnosis of like I was diagnosed with bipolar, I was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, and all these other diagnoses, which is interesting because now a lot of these doctors, they didn't know like my trauma, they didn't know my story, which I try and talk about certain things, but I also didn't remember everything. So they would just diagnose me and put me in this category because they thought, okay, this is what best fits her. So they, it's kind of like a labeling thing, which I don't believe in anymore. I believe that yes, I've experienced a lot of trauma, but I utilize that trauma and try to understand it and release it, heal from it, and just grow from it and help others to understand this. Because I was on a lot of medications that I didn't even need to be on, which had caused me more physical issues than anything. So I have what they call a QT interval. It's a heart condition. And so a lot of the psych medications they put me on, due to my reactions or my feelings, my emotions that I didn't even understand, they put me on all these medications and said that it was going to help me, but it never helps me. And so now I'm not on any medications. I'm doing my healing work, and just really trying to understand, who I am better. And that stems back to being a Heyoka empath. So as a Heyoka empath, we mirror people as well. So sometimes our emotions, the emotions that we're feeling, are not actually our emotions. They're other people's emotions that have been around us, right? And we also have this like sixth sense. So we're very sensitive. So, and also I'm a Leo and a Cancer and a Sagittarius. Those are my three main signs in the zodiac, right? And so that also tells you I'm very sensitive, and which is legit. I'm a very sensitive person, and I can usually feel a person's emotions without them telling me anything. And there's just so much to it, and I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to share some of those things, how it all connects, due to my trauma, due to my zodiac signs, due to my birth date, so my master number numerology, and due to me being an empath and where I've worked, what I've done in my life. And now I've come to the realization that I need to work on myself more and more, and really focus on where my destiny is leading me. So like me, I love music. I'm a singer-songwriter. I also do rap, and a lot of my music, I talk in different metaphors and different things to explain what I've been through. But with that, it all connects. So I have to be very careful with who I surround myself. I have to be very careful with what I watch, and what I listen to, and all these things. And for me, that's just for me, and I recommend that for anybody, because it's just reality. You should really be careful with what you listen to, who you listen to, what you watch, what you say, because we are so powerful, and I've had to understand that, because for so long I didn't even think I was meant to be here in this world. And now I know, I take those disasters, right, those traumas that I've been through, and I understand them, heal from them, and just turn them into I would like to call like experiences that I've come to understand, to heal myself, to become a better version of myself. I don't want to dwell in those traumas and live in the past anymore. I want to, focus on this present moment and just really, really heal myself so I can help heal others. What if that's through my music, if that's through talking to somebody, sharing this video, and just like, so many other things that I can't really think about right now. But I love, how far I've come, and I'm very, very proud of myself. And since doing the healing work, since, watching these videos and understanding these things through numerology, through, zodiacs, through the witchcraft, the magic, and manifesting, and just helping managing my emotions and protecting myself, I'm just like it's just a different perspective now. I don't feel miserable. I'm not in this depressed mode all the time. Yeah, I have my moments, but I overcome or get back up quicker than usual. And so it's just a blessing to wake up every day. It's a blessing to just be where I'm at, and just to be able to express myself a little bit differently, more and more, and be able to connect with like-minded people that I've never really connected with before, and just see my surroundings change. But with that, I hope you guys really just got something from this video that may help yourself, or may help even somebody else that you know. But if you really enjoyed this video and just liked what I was saying, please like it, comment, and share as well. And also, you know, subscribe to my channel because, you know, gotta get some more subscribers. But anyways, y'all, you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I hope it's amazing, just like you are. Love y'all. Bye.